What's good, YouTube? Today I got a story time for you, and this video is about the time that I got whooped. That's like the most craziest thing I've ever said on camera. But yeah, that's what the video is about. And this is not the first story time I've ever did, because you know, in my previous videos I would like say what's the worst thing ever or what's the best thing ever and follow it up with the story time. But this time it's just a story time. So let's get straight to it. So I'm in the 5th grade, right? And I have a really small school. So at the time it was like in a building. It was like in a house. And one of my friends, we're cool right now. We're still cool actually. He had like a whole bunch of Legos, alright? Now mind you, I'm in the 5th grade. I'm in the 5th grade, right? Yeah, 5th grade. It was either 5th or 4th. I don't remember. But I was in the 5th grade and we was like playing with Legos. Got our own Lego lore and everything, making stories and stuff. Then one time I just got jealous, you know, because I didn't have that many Legos growing up. My parents wouldn't buy that many. So I decided, I was like, what if I took my Lego character home? Because I had my own Lego character, like my own Lego character I made by my own. And he wouldn't notice. He has billions of Legos. So then I decided to take that home, have a little fun with it, play with it with my little Minecraft Lego set. Then the next day, I got off scot-free. No one caught me, no one saw me, nothing happened. Then I started to get greedy. I started to take more and more Legos. I was taking more minifigures as possible. I was taking so many minifigures, bro. Then it started to come to the point where I'm not just taking minifigures, I'm taking full-on Lego sets. He had this ginormous Lego Ninjago car, and I stole that junk. And he was like, "Oh, where's my Lego set at?" And he was just looking all around for it. And I'm sitting over here like, like looking for it with them, just looking everywhere, knowing damn well it was in my book bag. And I'm like, and he just gave up looking because he couldn't find it. And I'm like, oh, I got off. Then I took that junk home and I started playing with it, and I ended up taking it back home. I take it back to the house, no problem at all. So I just kept taking things over and over and over, bringing them back home. But then one day there was this Lego car. It was like not a built car. You know, it's right here. It's a picture. It's this red Lego car. It's already built. All you need to do is just put the wheels on it or whatever bricks you want. I ended up taking that, right? And then the kid's mom, he ended up coming out the house. And he was like, "Solomon, where's the red Lego car?" And I'm like, "Oh shit!" Knowing I had it in my book bag, I'm like, "Oh, I put it back in the bin because I made a mistake. I was over here playing with it, right?" And then I ended up like putting it in my pocket when I had to leave. And then my dad was looking at me, he was like, "You know that Lego car is in your pocket, nigga." And I'm like, "No, it's not." And I was like, "I don't have it." You know, he didn't search my pockets. He just sat there and believed me. But we got home and everything. I started playing with the Lego car, you know, hiding it and stuff. When I heard footsteps coming, like footsteps coming to my room, I would like put the Legos away. Now, this is from when I was talking about when I got the worst whipping ever. Well, I didn't make a video about that, but like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about, the whippings. That's where that video came from. When I got no, I didn't talk about that video. But actually, I will make a worst whippings video. All right, let me stop getting off track. So one day I went to Ohio because I went to go meet my cousins, and I was just a big thief. I'm not gonna hold. Like every single house we went to, I ended up just stealing something. Like we went to I believe he's my uncle, right? I ended up going to his house and then taking some of his candy, putting it in my pocket, and then like it was a nighttime. So when we ended up getting back home, I ended up like sleeping with my clothes on, and then you know when you sleep, right? And then something like falls out your pocket while you're sleeping. When I got up, the cover got lifted off of me, and then the lollipop was like on the floor, and he was like, and then I think it was like one of my cousins was like, "Wait, that looks like that came from your uncle's house." And yep, damn sure it was. Yeah, I messed up and I got in trouble. Then the second time I went over my my other cousin's house. They're like my age, or around my age. Cause my other uncle, he's like my older uncle. He had his own place and everything. That's where I like stole a bunch of candy, Butterfingers, Hershey's, you name it. I had it. Like stealing like it's Halloween. And that junk was old. Best believe that junk was like very, very old. But we get to my cousin's house, right? We was just chilling, playing the game, playing the PlayStation and everything. My dumb ass decided to steal a Nintendo and a bunch of Legos. Now, let me tell you how I got caught. They was over here playing, like my parents and everything. They was like joking about me stealing and stuff, right? And my dad, and then I'm quick to running out the room because I'm quick to going out the house because it was time for us to leave and go back home. And then, oh wait, hold on. I'm skipping stuff. Let me go back a little bit. But so my cousin lost his earbuds. I didn't steal them. He just lost them. He wanted us to find it. So then I'm looking over there, like in their room, and I ended up looking in their drawer, and I found the Legos, and I'm like, and it wasn't even actual Legos. The only Lego things that were in there was a Lego mask, and the one Star Wars Lego set with the dude in the I forgot what the junk was called. I'm gonna just put a picture right here. But like I saw that junk, it was like in a bag. It was like in a sandwich size bag. I took it and put that in my book bag, and I saw it along with the little Nintendo DDS. I took that, put it in my book bag. So as we're leaving the house, that's when they're joking about me stealing stuff, and they're telling me like it was like telling my their aunt that like I stole their I was just stealing stuff like over my uncle's house. And then after my dad joked, he was like, yo, let me just check your book bag for good measure. He was just joking, but I was already out the house going to the car, and I'm like, no. I yelled back no. And then my mom yelled like, get back here, let me check that book bag. Cause she started to catch on because I was leaving like a little too hasty. So then so we ended up going back into the house, and I'm like, hold on. this is probably funny to me. So as I'm like going about to show the book bag, I'm like, hold on, let me put something back. I knew I stole something, bro. I knew I stole something. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go put it back. And then my dad was like, nah. Let me check. He unzips the book. Hold up. He looks. He takes my book bag. He zips it up. He goes in there. He grabs the pretend this is a Lego set. He grabs the Lego set. The bag was bigger than this, as you know. And it's like a whole bag filled with Legos. And then he didn't see the Nintendo the Nintendo DS, but he saw the whole bag of Legos and looked at me. He was like, he looked into my soul. He was heartbroken when he saw that the whole bunch of Legos was in my book bag. And that man looked at me and was like, what the fuck are you on, bro? But then my cousin came and he avenged me, bro. And he was like, oh, he allowed to have that. W mans, if you're watching this video right now, use a W mans, bro. You are a W mans. And my dad's just looking at me, he was like, oh, alright. And I ended up playing with this stuff. When I got home though, that's when this is where the real stuff happens. So as we're going home, we went home and everything. My mom yelling at me and stuff because I stole. I still stole. But then we get home and I end up going back to school again. And then I'm like, I could get away with everything. I'm a bullet dodger. I started to steal more minifigures, and instead of putting them back, I ended up keeping them. I would make my own little minifigure, take it for free, put it in the bag, and go home. So then we ended up moving around that time, cause I think it was like towards the end of the school year. I was about to hit I was in 4th grade. I was about to hit 5th grade. So I had all the Legos and stuff, and I was like having fun and everything. And this is one of my uncles, not the one that I was stole from, like my two different uncles. I was like showing my Legos, and then he's like, "Oh, this one looks like me." And then he shows my mom, and he's like, "Yo, doesn't this look like me?" She shows my mom the middle finger, and he's like, "Where'd you get that from?" Actually, hold on, I forgot something too. Anytime like a new Lego would show up, I would lie to my mom and say like, "Oh, that came from the school." No, I said that came from the bag. That was in the bag, and she ended up believing me. But it came to the point where I kept saying that too much. So then when my uncle showed my mom the minifigure, she was like, "Hold up, where'd you get that from?" And I'm like, "Oh, it came from the bag." And then she saw the whole bag, and it was filled with minifigures that wasn't in there. And she was like, "I don't remember those being in there." I'm like, "Yo, they came from the school." And she knew I was lying because I wouldn't look her in the eyes. And my eyes were like wide open, like I'm like, "Yo, no, it came from the school." Like I was dead scared, but she knew I was lying. She was like, "Oh, all right." And she's like, "Let me call Dr. Eccles in." And I'm like, "Oh no." Then she ended up calling. No, she didn't even end up. I ended up telling the truth. I ended up like snitching on myself, and I was like, okay, I stole the Legos. And she was like, "I know you did. You know when they lick their lips, they you know." and we wasn't even in the house. We was in the new house. In fact, we was in this room. This exact room is literally where this whole thing happened. I'm not even joking. This is the exact room. This where all this went down. Like nothing was in here yet. We was still moving in. This is all where it went down. So then we get home, right? She's like, she's mad at, no, she wasn't saying anything to me. She was quiet. She just zipped. No, she didn't talk to nobody. Once we got to the house, she went straight to that backyard. And then my uncle looking out the back window, and she sees her grab this long switch, bruh. The switch is tall as me. The switch is, wow. Like I never saw this. She literally had a full-on whip in her hand. A whip as a stick. She walks in the room. I'm like, I'll go upstairs and everything, and like hide it. And then my mom was like, "Get in this room." I'm like, oh no. I try everything in my power to not get whooped, but then I got this switch to my back, bruh. And then I ended up looking like this, bruh. I ended up looking like this, bro, right when I got whooped. After I got whooped, my shirt was off and everything. And then my dad decided to join in, bruh. My dad decided to join in. He was like, "You know what? Take your hands and bend over the couch." Pause. Bend over the ottoman. And then I just bent over the ottoman. He took the belt and he went, "Wow. Wow." It was worse than my mom's. And my mom had a thin switch. That switch could probably cut me in half. And this man with a belt, a real thick belt, wham, wham, and just whipping me on my butt, bro. You told me I was over there like, like bro. I'm telling you, my dad is so calm when he's about to whoop you, but then when he whips that belt out and whoops you, bro, it's a whole nother thing, bro. It's a whole nother situation. Then I ended up having to read the Bible, read a couple of scriptures to them, while still looking like how I was looking, bro, like with the whole shirt and everything. And then it was like, "Fix your face and fix your shirt before I give you some more." And I'm like, okay. And they just fixing myself up a little bit. And then that's the end of the story. I didn't steal again after that. Well, I still... Oh, that's another story. But that's it for the video. This video is almost 15 minutes long. I love y'all, boys. We hit 12 subscribers. I'm so happy for y'all. And yeah, that's it. Goodbye.